Okay, so it's 7 o'clock and I'm going to be making some khichdi. For my khichdi, I really like my khichdi. Actually, it's not the hospital khichdi that we talk about. It's a little different. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what I do. I've already cut a few things. Usually I'm making it and cutting at the same time, but I've just made a few things just to show what goes in. So I use oil. Let's start with the pan. I really like this pan. This is like my favorite pan. It's just one of these black things. I really like it. So I make it with that. I put what I could call a generous amount of oil. Enough to fry onions. And And I've used 2 onions. And 2 medium-sized onions. And this is how many onions I've gotten. Then I've got also, this is basically what I do. So I'm just going to show you on the thing. So I've got some mustard. So this is, I don't know if you can see clearly, got some mustard seeds. Then I've got some zira, this just a little bit. But my secret ingredient, which I use for everything, is peanuts. So this is what I'll be using in my khichdi as well, as I fry it. Then I've got some sabut masalas. You see this, I don't know if you can see it without falling. There's some badi ilaichi, some long, and some, what is that called? Dalchini. And then a little bit of garlic over there. Then I've also got about 2 tomatoes. Sometimes you can use 2, sometimes you can use 3 tomatoes over there. And I've got about this much dhania, which I will wash and cut and use. So I'm going to show you how it is when the oil gets hot. What do I do first? Then what do I do when I put the onions, etc, etc. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you clips of it, not the whole 45 minutes or whatever, how long it takes to make khichdi. It'll be just a short thing, just to show you what my recipe is and what I do. Here's the oil getting hot in my favorite pan. And the reason I'm making khichdi and this video is because India is just playing Australia right now. And Rahul just got out, and I really like Rahul. And he got out, I'm not interested in watching. And I just feel, no, we're going to lose. And so let me distract myself with some peaceful cooking and feel better by making my favorite khichdi. Okay, so this is my favorite khichdi. Okay, so I think the oil is hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the peanuts in. Like I said, the peanuts, I'm just going to put it in. So I've just put the peanuts, as you can see. The oil isn't that hot, but that's the peanuts there. And while the peanuts are there, I'm just putting the mustard seeds. And okay, the mustard seeds are heating up. Once they start popping, it seems that's what it should be. And then I put the jeera. And then I put the onions. Okay, so those are the onions. And I just oh, I forgot the masala, the sabut masala. Yeah. I should have put that first, along with the garlic. Okay, chalta hai. I'm just stirring it in high flame and waiting for it to become brown. Okay, so typically while the onions are frying, I would have cut the other vegetables, but I've already cut most of them. But I need to cut the dhania. I remember when my mother used to cook and I used to help her. So she used to say, go to the shop and get some dhania. I said, all the way to the shop just to get some dhania. And she was like, no, it's very important, go get it. I was like, I'll go and get dhania. But even now I say, yeah, without dhania, the food doesn't taste good. So you need to have dhania. So I don't tell my daughter to go get dhania, but I try to make sure we have dhania. So I'm going to be cutting the dhania and then we'll put that after we put the tomatoes. Okay, oh my gosh, the onions have browned a bit too much. You can see, so I've just put it in sim. The side started burning. but the middle haven't cooked properly. That should not happen. You should have evenly browned onions for whatever reason. But I got distracted with cutting dhania and this video, so I didn't pay attention to the onions. Now I'm going to be putting the garlic, and I'll put the masalas as well. As you can see, the garlic is inside. Stir it. Now the masalas are basically a generous heaped teaspoon. Then the dhania powder. No, this is not dhania powder. Okay, just dhania powder. Can you smell it? No. Okay, so this one, my wife, she makes this dhania powder. And I find that's actually, maybe this is the secret ingredient, because my food really tastes good with this dhania powder. So again, a generous, sometimes I just put just a little bit more. Okay, so that's dhania powder there. Red chili if you want, depending on spice. I usually just put about half spoon. Again, this is what my wife, she makes this green, red chili. I try not to put too much, but today, just throw और डाल देते हैं. Masalas are there, and just mix it in. At this point, some people like to put water if it's too hot. And now I put the tomatoes. This is, for those who recognize Indian cooking, this is like typically how you make any sabji, even meat curry or whatever. So now I'm going to put the tomatoes here. And at this point we put some water as well, just to help the tomatoes cook. Like this. Okay, so just increase the flame a bit, and now over here, you're supposed to let it fry until the oil separates from the water. So right now you can, I don't know if you can see it, but there's water and oil together. But it should separate. Whatever that means, that's what my mother used to say. You wait till the oil and the water separate. So I'll wait till the water and the oil separate. Maybe let's just say that has separated. Now is my favorite part of Indian cooking. It's to put the dhania at this point. So at this point, the dhania is like, the tomatoes smell nice and the onions are smelling nice. But now when I put the dhania into this thing, it smells really good. It's like, wow, this is what Indian cooking should be like. So here's the dhania. And it's like, it's really good. I really like this smell. Now that while this is frying, I'm just going to put some peas and aloo, potatoes. I'm just a little bit, like a handful, just to do that, and then I'll put the rice and the dal together. Okay, I was supposed to put peas with my aloo. Here's my aloo here, which I've cut probably just about 2 small aloos or 1 big aloo. And I was supposed to put matar as well, peas, but I just realized there's no frozen peas in the fridge. So I'm just going to put the aloo into this concoction here. And here it goes. And very important, I'm using masoor dal and about this big cup, which is like a half cup or something like that of dal. So it's about a cup of that I put in this, and I'm just going to put 2 cups of this of rice. So it's basically 1 portion of dal and 2 portions of rice. So then I just wash it. Okay, so I washed the rice. And I'm going to put the rice into the masala here. I'm going to just fry it for some time before you leave it for boil. Okay, I just got a call from my mom. So I'm very ironic. She was asking what am I cooking. I said, oh, I'm making khichdi. So she started laughing. Because sometimes khichdi is considered to be like this poor man hospital food. But anyway, I just wanted to show you now that now the rice is here. And now you take some lime. This is another thing I think my mom only told me. I'm just taking some lime and squeezing it into this rice. One more lime. So taking the lime and squeezing. From what I've heard, basically it's like it prevents it from sticking or something. I don't know the logic of it. I guess since I was just learned that that's what you're supposed to do, I said okay, let's just do it. And then water, when you put in, I'm using the same cup, measuring cup that I use for the rice and the dal. And for every cup, I use 1.5. Is that what I do? No. Because I'm doing open flame, not pressure cooker, I'll use 2. Every cup of rice is 2 cups of water. Okay, so that's what I'm going to put now into this concoction. Okay, so I put the water. As you can see, there's water put here. Just mix it a bit. And now I put the salt. Depending on taste, obviously. But I'll probably put about a teaspoon and a half, maybe more. Okay, so salt is done. And now here's the mixing. Nothing here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put high flame, and now with high flame just let it boil up, and after it starts boiling then I'll cover it. With that done, the bubbling started. So what I'll do is I'll basically take the cover, my favorite vessel cover, and I just cover it. Put it in sim, and now I wait. I usually wait for maybe about 10-20 minutes, and then I'll check if it's cooked, and that's when I'll take it out of the fire. Okay, so now I have to go and watch the cricket match and see whether we are losing or winning. So here am I. Just putting on my computer just to check what the score is. I'm really scared. I hate watching India lose. So they're now ESPN Cricket Info. I'm not going to put Hotstar right now. And the score is... Oh, Rohit is 50 and... Oh, only 1 wicket. Yeah! Okay, good. It's Kohli is 25 and Rohit is 87. Okay, good. So yeah, okay. So now I'm going to watch the match because it looks good. Rohit Sharma, 99. Come on.
Rohit Sharma, he's on 99. The crowd are on their feet.
And ooh, delicate touch, and it's a it's a single, and it's a century.
He's 29th one-day international 100.
Rohit Sharma century, 154 over 1,
Against Australia.
and oh good. Maybe the khichdi will turn out well after all. So it's about 10 minutes. Now you're just going to check what's happening with the khichdi. I'll just show you what it looks like. You can see that it's already lost all the water. But I basically look for if the dal is cooked. So if it's like this, that means it's not cooked yet. So I need to wait for more time. Let me just check. Yeah, so the dal is not cooked. Salt's a bit less. Okay, I think I need to... Okay, should I put now or later? I thought I'd put less salt, but... Okay, there's a bit too less salt. Okay, I'm going to put more salt. Now, ideally, you should not disturb the khichdi at that point. It should cook. So I've just mixed it. And it's very sticky. I think I may have made a mistake mixing it right now. Let's just close it and hope for the best. I'll just leave it still at sim and for maybe another 5-8 minutes, and then I'll check. So here we are in the kitchen. I'm gonna check. Okay, it's starting to stick underneath. So that means water is gone. For this I need 2 hands, so I'm just gonna stop in the middle. But yeah, I think it's ready. Just gonna check. Yeah, dal is done. Salt is better. It's okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll only find out when it's fully cooked. It doesn't taste that great though. Okay, but let's see. I think it's ready. I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't stick in the bottom, and I'm gonna put off the stove. Okay, so I've just put off the stove. The khichdi is actually very sticky, more than I would have wanted it to. I made a mistake. I don't know what it is. I think was it too much water or mess? I really it's because I tried to put more salt and then I mixed it. I think that was a mistake. I should have just let it be. But now I should just let it be. Don't mess with it. Here's one piece of rice. Yeah, so it's cooked. I don't know why, it's just tasting very light. It should taste more, but I'm just feeling that it's not that great. And I can say, oh no, it's tasting amazing, like even if it doesn't. But right now I can just say that it's not tasting as good as I know it can. But at least that's my recipe for now. Now basically what I'm going to do is let it cool. And then after that, I'll serve it and I'll taste it and see how it is. Okay, so Rohit Sharma has just gotten out. Okay, so here we have it. Here's the food. This is the khichdi. There's a few nuggets and some achar and some curd. And that meal is and that meal should be a really good meal. I'm still concerned about how it tastes. I'll be honest about whether it tastes good or not. But I'm actually looking forward to it. So chalo, bye bye. I'm going to watch the match and let's see whether India wins.
13 needed.
So Kohli just gotten out. Any twist? I hope not. Anyway, so I guess I'm going to watch the game till the end. But I just want to say that I've finished eating the khichdi. It wasn't bad. Let me give my honest opinion. Thing was it was a bit too pasty. The rice and the dal. The taste was okay, but the texture was a little, I don't know, just grainy or something. I just found it very different from what I usually make. I do think it was because I stirred the food before while it was cooking. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just let it be. But otherwise, it was good. It was not bad. I have made better, but what would I do differently? I think I may put one more tomato in it. Oh yeah, the peas. I think if I have the peas. Oh, okay. Sorry. I just hit one more. 25 balls. So anyway, so it was good. I liked it. I think maybe give it a little bit more flavor. Maybe more chili. I think we can tolerate a bit more chili.
I would say this is a
so anyway, that was fun. Now I'm going to watch the match to the end and I hope India will win.
And the wearing black bands for him, they've done exactly that.
Okay, so
just 2 to get now for a 2-1 series win.
2 runs to get. Oh, okay, 4 runs. Okay, so that's really cool. So India's won, my khichdi is made, and I had a good day. Bye.